Welcome back. The NHL schedule continues to be kind of uneven. So Wednesday means 2 games. Tomorrow night we've got 12 games. I'm starting on the preview board. I better get that done before I turn in for the night, as I talked about in the preview video yesterday. So that being said, we're going to talk about. Hey, if you watched the video, you get it. If you didn't, I probably don't care. All right, so we're going to start things off with the Columbus Blue Jackets and the New York Rangers. It's Merzlikins versus Shesterkin. It was game number 700 for Boone Jenner as a Columbus Blue Jacket. He leads them in all-time games played, so nice to see. Lafreniere is a one-timer that saved. The shots are one apiece 3 minutes in. Miller fans on one as the Rangers get some pressure, and there's more pressure by the Rangers at 4 minutes. A net feed to Trocheck, near miss there, and Rempe, his first shift. Rangers fans greet him like a hero. I did not see him drop the gloves tonight. Pretty sure he didn't. The one thing that I did say after the last fight that he had, I do hope that he slows down, only because he really got tagged by Olivier in that fight against Columbus, and I really don't want to see an impressive young player like that end up with a shortened career, because these guys have been fighting for a long time. So I was glad to see him not necessarily getting engaged in the fisticuffs tonight. Corrales denied on a fast break. Trocheck has a rush chance that saved. Gaudreau fires one high on a rush. The Jackets press at 8 minutes. Rangers press at 9.5, but the shots were really sparse in that first half. At least I think so. With the way that the NHL's auditing the shots now, who knows? You see a bunch of shots, you're like, aren't those shots? And you look at the shot clock and you go, nope. And then all of a sudden there's a bunch of shots. So again, by the official shot clock, I think it was 3-3 halfway through the period. So Panarin's denied on a cross-crease pass chance that he had. Great save by Elvis there. Rangers draw a power play. There's an early clear. Zibanejad has a rush chance that goes wide. That power play's killed off. One shot on that one for the Rangers. Lafreniere's denied after it's done. Columbus presses with 5.5 minutes left. Severson's denied in close there. Brodzinski's denied on a 2-on-1 rush. And then on the next Brodzinski rush chance, that one deflects out. So Johnny Brodzinski, couple of good first period opportunities. Cooley gets denied. The rebound's cleared. Kakko can't bury one in close. Rebound cleared there. But yeah, the Rangers played really well in the second half of that period. The problem being, of course, it's scoreless after one. Second period. Early Gaudreau chance gets held. The Blue Jackets press at 3 minutes. The Rangers block. There's a kick save on Trouba. The rebound is blocked. Chinakov's denied in close. Igor holds on. And then on a face-off win, Panarin buries one through a screen. Trocheck with the assisted 7-17. Columbus presses for response. Things get pushy on a hold by Igor. There's more pressure by Columbus with 9.5 minutes left. Rangers press with 8.5 minutes left, but they're kept to the outside. Lafreniere's denied on a rush. Elvis had Lafreniere's number tonight. Things get scrummy at center ice because Gaudreau was down. And it was a hit that initially gave Trocheck a 5-minute penalty, but they reviewed it, and it was shoulder to shoulder. It was clean. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that's a clean hit. It's an open ice hit. It's a tough hit. It definitely sent Gaudreau to the quiet room for a while. But yeah, it was a clean hit, so no penalty at all. So what ends up happening is, because Olivier came in to defend Gaudreau being down, obviously, players going to come in to do something about that. But the Rangers end up with the power play as Gaudreau exits. And then early in said power play, Adam Fox gets the power play goal from Kreider to make it 2-0 at 14:19. Columbus would press with 3 minutes left, but it remains 2-0 Rangers after 2. Third period, a power play for Columbus. That leads to 1 minute and 24 seconds of 4-on-4. The Rangers get some pressure during said 4-on-4, but Columbus, it's Sillinger burying one in close. It gets a 4-on-4 goal. Severson with the assist there at 3:23. And then everything gets killed off after that. So Columbus has made it a 1-goal game, and they had a great third period. Things get pushy on a hold by Igor. We get a power play for Columbus. Merzlikins wins a race with Trocheck to the puck, and Rangers fans wanted a penalty there because it was Igor that got the penalty earlier in the period, and so they felt that, that penalty should have been called. It was on this power play that it was a penalty on Igor, so they wanted a penalty on Elvis as well. It didn't happen. The Rangers do kill off the power play. Columbus presses at 8 minutes. They press again with 9.5 minutes left. Things get punchy on a hold by Igor. The shots are 9-2 for Columbus with 8.5 minutes left. Jenner has a shot that hits Gaudreau and knocks him down. He took it in the back of the leg. When your own players are shooting the puck at you, and you looked like you took a bit of a rough hit in the second period, I would need a minute. But anyways, yeah, he took a lot tonight. Voronkov then had a fight with Cooley. It was nice of Voronkov to step up for a teammate taking a hit there. Rangers press are kept to the outside. The goalie pull happens with 1:50 left, and that's where the Rangers had a couple. Kreider hits the empty net from Panarin and Vesey at 19:06, and at 19:48, Panarin hits the empty net from Trouba and Miller. So your final score is 4-1, makes it look more lopsided than it was for the Rangers. They go to 40, 17, and 3, and they do not have to see Columbus again until next season. Columbus 19, 29, and 10, and they continue to give the Rangers everything they can handle. Shots on net, 17-9 Rangers in the first, 10-9 Columbus in the second, 12-4 Columbus in the third. They outshoot the Rangers 31-30. Power plays 0 for 2 for Columbus, 1 for 3 for the Rangers. The hits 24-13 for the Rangers. Merzlikins saves 26 out of 38, and Shesterkin saves 30 out of 31. All right, so the Oilers and Blues game. This was highly entertaining. Binnington versus Skinner. We get a power play for St. Louis, and at 2:18, 14 seconds into the power play, Robert Thomas roofs one. Krug and Neighbors with the assists. Neighbors played for the Edmonton Oil Kings. He's well familiarized with this building, and he gets points when he plays in Edmonton. It's kind of a shame, actually, the Oilers didn't draft him because, who knows, Neighbors might have a bunch of points if he'd been drafted by the Oilers. Hayes fans on a 2-on-1 chance. The Blues press after. The shots are 2-0 St. Louis, 3.5 minutes in. And then Buchnevich, bar down from the slot, and it's really all Blues at this point. Kyrou and Thomas with the assists at 4:48. So it's 2-0 St. Louis already. The Oilers kind of sleepy, but they would wake up. The Oilers press at 6.5 minutes. They're kept to the outside. Nugent-Hopkins to Janmark. There's a near miss there. Oilers not getting shots at this point, but they're starting to get some of that momentum. Hyman tips one wide as the Oilers press. Kulak fires one wide. Desharnais has a tip shot. That's held. Bouchard has a slapper that's held. And if Binnington sees it, he saves it at this point in the game. Just Binnington having another really good game for St. Louis. The Oilers have a 3-on-2 that's defended. Tucker fires one wide as the Blues press. McDavid's then denied on a net drive, and with 1:52 left, the Oilers draw themselves a power play. And it takes 8 seconds. At 18:16, it's Hyman from McDavid and Nugent-Hopkins to make it 2-1 for the Blues. Holloway to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is blocked on a play after that, so the Oilers looking to tie it, but it's 2-1 St. Louis after one. Second period, Bolduc has a rush chance kicked aside. Fogle to McLeod, there's a near miss there. Parayko has a blast that saved. The teams exchange rushes, and then on a 2-on-1 rush, Hyman buries his 40th goal. It's his first 40-goal season. McDavid and Bouchard with the assists at 4:54. So that ties the game at 2. Hyman having another really good game. Toropchenko then has a rush chance that's held. The Oilers press at 6 minutes. The shots are 6-3 for Edmonton, 7.5 minutes in. Krug gets a shot that's blockered aside. The Oilers are pushing pretty hard now for the lead. McDavid to Hyman near miss as they're looking for the hat trick for Hyman. The Oilers press with 6.5 minutes left. Parayko has a one-timer that's held as the Blues press. We get a power play for St. Louis. Early clear, the Blues ice it. Power play's killed off. The Oilers rush after it's done. Nurse is then denied out of the box. The Oilers press with 2 minutes left. In the closing seconds, the Blues had a 2-on-1 that was defended, and in the ruckus after that, we end up with a Blues power play to start the third period. So the Oilers looking at a 2-2 tie, third period, but they're at home, and they killed it off. They killed it off well. And then the fans call when the referee doesn't. There was not a ref you suck chant. I was waiting for it. It didn't happen. Bolduc's denied on a rush. Kane has a slot shot that's deflected wide. The Oilers press at 7 minutes. Draisaitl has a one-timer that's held. It's really all Oilers at this point in the period. So the Oilers draw a power play. There was a short-handed Thomas break that's defended. Doesn't get to the net. Really well played and not taking a penalty on the play as well. That power play's killed off. Even though the Oilers were dangerous on that power play, they had no shots on net. Blues press with 6 minutes left. Both goalies really, really good in this one. Can't say enough good things about both. Falk has a wrister that's saved. Ekholm then had a screenshot that's held. The Oilers press with a minute and a half left, but it's the late game, so of course it goes to overtime. The Oilers control early. Saad has a shot that's caught and held. Kyrou has a rush that's defended. Thomas then had a net feed that was blocked. Draisaitl has a net drive that's held. There's a shoulder save on Neighbors. The Oilers rush, and eventually they get the winner. At 4:33 on a net drive, McDavid buries it just inside the post. Ekholm with the assist, and Binnington looks skyward after. So your final score is 3-2 in overtime for the Oilers. They go to 35-20-2. St. Louis gets a point, but they really need to start getting wins again. They're 30-26-3 with the overtime loss. Shots on net 11-8 Edmonton in the first, 12-10 St. Louis in the second, 11-10 Edmonton in the third, 4-3 St. Louis in the overtime. So both goalies were tested in the overtime. Final shots 35-34 for the Oilers. Power play St. Louis 1 for 3, Edmonton 1 for 2. The hits 33-28 for Edmonton. Binnington saved 32 out of 35. Skinner, 32 saves on 34 shots. So Skinner needed a game like that, and he provided it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. As always, don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you have not done so already. And hey, thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.